How's it going, everyone? Troy here with Island Man Detailing. It's been a while since we last posted, but we've got a new van. This here is our new 2025 Ram ProMaster 1500 Tradesman. Now, the last van that we had, which was our 2020 Ford Transit Connect, I love that van. Built it out as a DIY van myself, inside, outside, with the solar panels, everything. I love that van. But with this new van, I'm excited to share with you all the things that we've DIY built, interior and exterior, to help provide all the services that you folks deserve here in Arizona. And for all you other detailers out there in the world, I hope this video inspires you to help build your van to make it the way that you want it to be, to provide your clients the services that they deserve. So let's take a look in the van, see how everything looks, what we did to get it set up, because I'm truly excited to share with you all of the parts, all the tools, all the equipment that we've installed into this van, including the frame, solar panels, everything. I've poured my heart into this van to make sure that everyone is deserving of the services that us here at Island Man Detailing provide. So let's hop in there and take a look at everything and tell me what you think. All right, let's start off with the obvious. We have our canopy. Here in Arizona, let's face it, it's 110 plus degrees almost every day during the summertime. So that shade is a lifesaver. As usual, we have our cones set up on each side to make sure that no one hits us while we're detailing cars. I do have tools set out here. So during the summertime, we have 2 misting fans with 2 buckets. We usually put ice cold water in there with bags of ice in there to make sure that we have the coldest water spraying on us while we're detailing. We keep it away from vehicles, but near the van, we like to keep it close to us to make sure that we're staying nice and cool. Inside the van, let's start with the obvious, right? That's a mini fridge. Here in Arizona, it gets hot. And our body safety, we want to make sure that we're safe with the heat. Now, keeping ourselves cool with the AC, ice vest, all of those things we do carry, but in this fridge, we carry our water and electrolytes, Gatorades, whatever it may be, and we keep it cold. So this mini fridge is always running, making sure that the drinks stay in there are cold. Now, the next thing that's obvious that most people recognize, is that a microwave? Yes, that is a microwave. Now, the microwave, as I mentioned, our body safety. Nutrition is one of the biggest factors of keeping us going here in Arizona as mobile detailers. Having a good hot meal during the day, because as mobile detailers, we all know our schedules get packed. So we don't have time to stop somewhere to go and eat. It's always really ideal to just carry our own meals, heat it up in the microwave and eat on the go. So having a good nutritious meal, on top of that, having cold drinks, we are always ready to go throughout the day. Ice cold drinks whenever we're detailing. We want to make sure that if we need to, we'll stop and take breaks. But as long as we have cold drinks in there, and sometimes I carry an extra cooler, we're set. Now with our new van, if you've seen our last video, our old van does get parked in the garage. No longer, we don't have that van anymore, so we can't park in the garage. Now with this big van, we can't park in the garage. We now have a Midea portable AC unit, and that's what this vent going up to the ceiling is for. Now, when I get home, I plug it in and it runs to keep all of our chemicals cool, so nothing is expanding or getting damaged. We want to make sure that all of our chemicals are kept safe. Now, the next big thing is our new 100-gallon water tank. This holds all of our deionized water. You detailers out there, deionized water, you know it's the most important tool to have. We don't use soft water, we don't use hose water, it's all filtered deionized water with a 0 TDS. If you don't know about TDS and your deionized water, check out our Instagram, Island Man Detailing. It goes over the importance of using deionized water when detailing. The next parts of this van, we have our buckets. This is our wash bucket, and that would be our wheel bucket. We have our trash can over there, so when we are eating, let's say we do have something that does have trash, we can throw it in there, or if we have trash from client vehicles that they want us to get rid of, we can throw it in there. We have our wheel tool bucket here with all of our wheelbarrow brushes, our other brushes to get into the engine bay, fender well brushes, everything goes in that bucket, as well as our Gorilla ladder. So this slides right in between, fits perfect, and it keeps the buckets from rolling around when we're parked or driving. Behind the buckets here, we have our first aid kit. It's very important to carry a first aid kit, especially when we're working with chemicals. We want to be able to make sure that our cuts and wounds are clean. Sometimes fender wells are sharp. There's other parts of vehicles that are sharp. You detailers know what I'm talking about. You might reach in there and cut your hand open. So having a first aid kit is very important. On the topic of safety, we also have a fire extinguisher there and one in the back. Looking into the further back of the van, now this wood frame here, when we got this van, I built it out myself. It's not the most perfect, but it does the job. I'm very proud about how quickly I got it done and made sure that it's sturdy because it will hold a lot of weight. We have a new air compressor here. We used to have a 4-gallon, but this is the new 10-gallon California Air Tools dual pump 2 horsepower air compressor. Super quiet, gets a lot of work done. I'll show you on the backside, which is the most impressive part to me, because we have dual hoses. In the back here, underneath the canopy cover, this is where we keep our canopy. But back here, we have an extra pressure washer hose, because we do have a 75-foot pressure washer hose, but we do have this additional 60-foot. So we have 135 feet of pressure washer hose in case we need to reach around an RV or anything of that sort, as well as an extension of an air compressor hose. So we'll have about 100 feet of air compressor hoses. Under here, we have the Adams Pro pressure washer. This has done us very well. We haven't had any problems at all, really. And then we have our water pump that is fed from this water tank here, goes through the water pump into the pressure washer, which the pressure washer hose right here goes out to the pressure washer hose reel. On top of here, I've built a shelf so we can carry all of our compounds and polishes. We have our pads here. We have 2 more Ryobi fans, which are battery powered. So when we're working on interiors of your vehicles, we can pull those fans into the vehicle to make sure everything is nice and cool. Now, the theme of this van is have extra and don't run out. So we have 2 Ryobi fans. We have extra microfiber towels in case of any type of situation where we run out. We have 2 pop-up stools, and these are useful for when we're detailing, like polishing vehicles, or we are sitting down low. We can adjust those for height. In the back here, we also have extra extension cords. Again, having extra is the theme here. Same with the ladder. We have another ladder here. This is the Little Giant King combo. So we have this extra ladder here. Now, a lot of people ask me about this van. How am I able to run the mini fridge, microwave? How am I supposed to keep the mini fridge running overnight? Well, the answer is one of my favorite answers. We have 12 kilowatt hours of battery through the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 with 2 extra batteries. 12 kilowatt hours. We have so much electricity, but it doesn't stop there. That red line that runs up to the ceiling, that is our solar panels. We have 600 watts of solar running this whole van for our equipment. So we don't have a gas generator where we need to stop. We don't have any noise. While we're driving, we are running our mini fridge. We are also recharging our Ego batteries. Everything is plugged in through an electric battery pack. I can monitor the health of these batteries through my phone. I can monitor the solar through my phone. It's incredible. I highly recommend the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. So check them out, see what you guys can get. Maybe you might be interested in getting one. Check out their website. They've got a lot of great things. Now, to add into the van, this is what we didn't have in the last van. We didn't have these EcoFlows, but on top of that, we did not have this tool chest. So from US General at Harbor Freight, we got this whole metal tool chest, which is great. So now we keep all of our polishers in this drawer, easy access. Everything is kept stored away and organized. And each drawer has its own purpose, such as this drawer. This drawer has clay mitts, clay bars, scrub pads, any extra tools. This drawer right here will be all of our extra tools. So if something goes wrong, which in the beginning we had a lot of leaks, so we have crescent wrenches, vice grips, screwdrivers, and then extra miscellaneous things. We also have a jumper box just on standby in case we, sometimes you leave the door open and you need to start the car, but the car won't start, so we gotta jump the car. This will always be charged, ready to go. In the next drawer here, we have extra wash mitts from Adams Polishes, some extra swabs, extra ceramic coat applicators, and an extra tire shine applicator. So it's just extras everywhere. We want to make sure we're always prepared. We have a lot of ceramic coat towels, the borderless gray plush towels from Adams Polishes, so we're always ready there for our ceramic coat jobs. All right, with the next drawer here, we have an additional foam cannon in case one goes out, additional ceramic coat applicators when we need them, and then we do keep a small mini skillet right here in case we want to cook something. We're always on the go. Again, nutrition is very important. We have ramen. This is going to be very important for the winter time, because for me personally, I like my soup. So this will be good to have during the winter time. We got bottles of water over there to fill them up. Bottom drawer over here, we have our snack. We have popcorn, some seasoning, napkins, plates, bowls, utensils. Everything is in here. So that's good to go. Now with our mini fridge, we can walk in here. We have quite a decent amount of space. As you can see, my head is barely touching the top and I'm nailing down maybe a couple of inches. But with the mini fridge, we want to make sure that it's always hooked into here, just so the door doesn't come swinging open. But we have our Gatorades, waters, we have a lunch ready to go for tomorrow. Always making sure that we're staying hydrated. These drinks are nice and ice cold, ready to go. We are packed for the next day. So when we're done using the mini fridge, we take this bungee, we just hook it right onto the edge over here just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So from here, let's take a look at the back side. And the back side is where all of our work happens. All right, now looking at the back of the van here. As I mentioned before, we have dual hose reels. So we have 2 air compressor hose reels with Tornadors on them. This is just in case we do need to have extra hands on board. Like if my other guy and myself need to use the Tornador, we can run both of those. We have 2 extension cord reels for when we are doing paint corrections. We can run out 2 polishers at the same time. If need be, we can run 4 really. And then our pressure washer hose reel. We have 75 feet here with our pressure washer gun. Everything is set up ready to go. We just walk this out, we're good to go. We have an IK battery pump foam sprayer, so this is good for our wheel and tire cleaner. We make sure that this is always recharged and ready to go with all of our wheel and tire cleaner. This basket here is where all of our dirty towels will go when we're done. We have our foam cannon holder. This goes right up against this wall, which I did install carpeting on. This whole thing was DIY built, including these other walls on the side. So I'm very excited about it. I'm glad that it held up just the way I needed to hold. We have all of our products here. Extra tire shines, vinyl conditioning, soap for our foam cannon. We have applicator pads for tires, vinyl trim, all of that. On this door here, we have a lot of chemicals. So we have tire shines, dressings, leather conditioning, glass cleaners, Geon wet coat, and so forth. We have interior cleaners on the bottom here. We're looking on the other side, same thing. We've got exterior tool chemicals. You do notice that we do have a lot of Adams Polishes products. I understand everyone has their products that they prefer. For me personally, we worked with Adams Polishes products for a very long time and we're very comfortable, and it provides the results that we are looking for and what the customer is happy with. So, you know, every detailer, they have their own choice of products that they want to use, and we have no problem with you folks using that. So my recommendation to you is use what works best for you, and don't let other people tell you what you need to use, and unless it's a customer that's requesting it, and then you folks can go down that road when that does happen. So we do have our business card holders on each door here, one on this side, one on this side. In case a customer does come up to us and ask for a card, we are readily available to just come up here, grab a card, take one to them. Now we do have our plethora of Ego batteries ready to go with our Ego blowers. Most of our drying, about 98-99% of the time, is Ego blowers. So we always make sure that we are trying to prevent as many scratches as possible drying with towels. We do have drying towels, but most of the time we are using our Ego blowers, and each of these being the 4-amp batteries. One battery can do 1 car. We should be good to go, and we're always interchanging them, making sure that all 3 of these, all 6 of these batteries are swapped around to make sure that they're not ran down differently. So we're making sure that everything is even. We have our roof wash mitt so we can reach the roof. We use this brush for RV roofs. So the membrane that's on the roof, we always scrub it down with this. We have a long pressure washer wand for, again, RVs, trailers. Another trash can right here. This is going to be for any trash from customers that they want to get rid of. We have our license plate frame cover. So this can always go on top of license plate frame or license plates whenever we're taking videos. In the top drawer, again, having extra is important for us. On the top drawer here, we've got extra gloves, extra wash mop heads. We've got extra aerosol cans for tire shine, in and out spray, tar remover, glass cleaner. Sometimes we have some odor bombs in there, and then drying towels, glass towels. We have everything up here. The next drawer down here, we have all of our yellow microfiber towels tightly packed, ready to go for the day. We do have a team that takes care of all these towels, and they're the ones that folds them up, washes them, decontaminates them from any contaminations, and if they see anything wrong with those towels, they dispose of them. These are very closely inspected to make sure that we're not leaving any debris on the towels and they're cleaned up to our standards. On the last drawer on the bottom here, we've got extra tools. So we got all of our Ryobi batteries. These batteries will power our drill for our drill brushes, including our fans and misting fans. So these will always stay recharged, ready to go. Full battery there. We've got all of our brush tools here. No brushes to scrub. These are our Scrub Ninjas here. These are new ones to make sure that, you know, they don't look nasty or anything. We always want to make sure that we present a clean look to the customers using clean tools. We got our pet hair removal tools down here. Easy access. We just gotta move that basket out of the way. We've got our swabs here. We've got a few different sizes available. So we've got our wide ones, small picks, our little longer ones so we can reach further. So we've got swabs there ready to go. We've also got other miscellaneous things. Another foam cannon for alkaline strip wash. More pet hair tools, razors, clay bars, detail brushes. So we got kind of like the miscellaneous stuff and brushes down here in this drawer. So everything is set up here down on the bottom. Come up to the side, we've got our gloves here. Always got gloves ready to go, making sure that we keep our hands clean and away from all those chemicals. And coming back to safety, we have another fire extinguisher here ready to go in case of any situation. Now, one of my favorite things that we've upgraded to is that all of our equipment is ran on a remote. So if we wanted to turn on the pressure washer, we'll just turn that on. That'll be turned on. If we want to turn on our air compressor, we've got a button for that. And same with our our electrical reels. So we'll turn that on, it'll turn those all on. And to turn it off, we just turn it off with our remotes, make sure everything is shut down. Same goes for this remote. This remote is actually our lights. So if we're detailing at night and we can't see what we're working with inside, which happens sometimes, especially if we're working in a parking garage that we do fit in and it's dark in there, this remote will turn on the lights inside of the van. So we have these lights to kind of show where all of our tools are at. Our number 2 will actually turn on the lights in the back over there. You can see the light kind of shining back there. All I gotta do is turn it off, turn this off. Makes it much easier so when we are working at night or in a dark area, we have access to that no matter what. So this is about all we've got in our van. All the vinyl that's been done on this van, we did ourselves, got it all stickered up with our name, logo, phone number, website. Everything is good to go. And we do have a vacuum here. This is our DeWalt Stealth Sonic vacuum. It's super quiet. Love that vacuum, it's fantastic. Now coming to the roof of the van, this is something that I took a lot of pride in building. Here we have an Orion Van Gear roof rack. Built it all by myself, got it shipped in, extra crossbars, solar brackets, and so forth. And on the roof we have 600 watts of solar. So right now we're ripping some pretty good solar right now with our splitters up there. And then that little vent right there, that is our vent for our air conditioning unit because it does need to be exhausted somewhere. So that's been installed. All of the solar panels have been installed. We're getting good solar power there, and this roof rack is sturdy. It's a low pro roof rack, about almost, I want to say the only roof rack that is built for the ProMaster standard roofs. A lot of them are mainly for the high roofs. So finding a standard roof one was pretty tough. Orion makes a very good roof rack. I highly recommend them. So this van has been outfitted with all of that on the roof, and it's giving us all the electricity that we need. Now when it's dark outside and we have no solar charging, I installed these outlets on the outside of the van. We have two on the passenger side of the van. This one goes straight to the EcoFlow. This will charge our EcoFlow when there's no sun at about 1,000 to 1,500 watts. And now this back end, or the front end over here, this one will plug into our air conditioning unit that keeps the van nice and cool. So right now, as you can see, everything is powered on. The light is on. So everything right now has shore power provided from the electrical company from our home. So this makes it super easy and super convenient for us to keep everything recharged and plugged in at night. So our mini fridge and microwave, but mainly the mini fridge stays cold and the AC unit stays running. Now stepping into the cab of the van and the driver's seat here, we've got two seats and able to see into the back what we've got going on. But just to show you that this is a brand new van. I mean, we've been driving quite a bit, 8,500 miles on the odometer. So picked up this van with 24 miles. I'm very proud of myself for picking up a new vehicle. This is my very first new vehicle and I couldn't have been happier with my decision. This is a great first new vehicle for myself. The Transit Connect was used with 1,500 miles, but this is actually considered new, and outfitted it all ourselves. Did a whole DIY build on it. Tint on the windows, got that done. Ceramic tint, because you got to have ceramic tint in Arizona to keep your vehicles cool on the inside. So this whole van is, it's a dream come true, really, and I'm really happy with the way everything's turned out. That's it, everyone. That is the tour of our new 2025 Ram ProMaster 1500 Tradesman. Incredible new vehicle that we picked up, outfitted, whole DIY build. It's incredible that we have this van on our hands and we're able to work with everything and fit everything in this van to work with the way that we operate with our procedures. I couldn't be happier. So thank you for everyone's support. This has been fantastic. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram at Islandman Detailing. I'm very active on there, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Follow us on our YouTube, Instagram. We even have our Facebook. And we hope you enjoyed this video. And for all you other detailers out there, I hope this inspires you to find ways to build out your van. Go to a shop, get that designed for you, or if you want to DIY build it, it's possible. So all of this, we've been getting a lot of work done. Even with 8,500 miles on the odometer, we've knocked out a ton of work. And you know, this is something that I couldn't have dreamed of when I was younger. Never thought I'd be getting something like this, but I'm very proud of where we are. Our team with Islandman Detailing has worked really hard, and we operate to the max with this van. So thank you again for following and watching our video. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and on Instagram, give us a follow, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Leave a comment down below what you think, and if you have any questions, we're more than happy to answer them.